My wife won't leave me alone, saying, "Your guns are so big, they shoot out giant fireballs. If you burn down the ranch, I'm gonna take them away from you." Ah, crap. Welcome to Demolition Ranch. I am very glad you're here. We have a very cool video planned for you today. What's up, Lieutenant? Didn't even see you there. This is the Henry all-weather rifle, chambered in 45-70. It's a steel rifle that has been hard chrome plated to make it very weather resistant. Wood furniture, which also has a really nice dark finish, and the finish is supposed to be very weather resistant as well. They told me that even Demolition Ranch could not mess up this rifle. And I was like, we'll see about that. What's even cooler about this video though, is we have an assortment of ammo. We have your regular jacketed soft points. We have some hollow points. And then we have the Underwood ammo, 305 grain plus P, solid brass, Extreme Penetrator bullet. You can see this is not a hollow point, so it's not going to spread out. It's supposed to go very deep and do a lot of damage. Plus, it's going really fast. We should try this out. Let's see how this thing handles a 400 grain projectile. Straight through his sternum. Now, I'm going to try a bit of a faster moving bullet. Actually kicked more. Usually the heavier ones kick more. That one was pretty hot though. Now the one I'm most excited about trying, the Extreme Penetrator. What a name too. Who thought up that? Woo! You guys see that fireball? Check it, yo. We got water set up over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 deep, and we have them wide back here in the back, just in case the bullets curve one way or the other. I'm gonna be shooting hollow point first, and then I forgot to mention, this doesn't look like a hollow point because it has that red tip. That's just plastic. The plastic totally deforms as soon as it hits, and then that copper opens up into a big wide hollow point. So the hollow point theoretically should stop fairly quickly. I think it's gonna go through 1, 2, and stop in the 3rd. But there's only one way to find out. It went through 1, 2, 3, and did we catch it? Where is it? There it is. All right, we found it. It is in the 5th one. It stayed straight, going all the way to the back, and it's in the bottom of this. Let me open it up for you. We'll pour it out on this table. So this is the 5th bottle. And there's our hollow point bullet. Really didn't open up as well as I thought it would, which is probably why it kept going. So now we have a very good baseline. We know that the hollow point, which is supposed to open up and not go very deep, only went through 5. Well, it went through 4 and stopped in the 5th. So does our penetrator go further than that? There's only one way to know that too. This time I have them stacked 7 deep, plus a couple on the outsides, just in case it veers off course. Who is ready for some extreme penetration? If I had a nickel for every time I've said that in my life, I'd have a nickel. Let's do it. So much more power out of that one. What do we got here? I can see that our 6th one is leaking, and let's see. There's our bullet in the 7th one. Awesome. Let's get that bullet out and see what it looks like after going through 7 gallons of water. Pretty much exactly how it did when it went in. There's a little bit of marks on it from the rifling in the barrel, but not much. That is really cool. What a cool looking bullet. The last test that I want to do is 45-70 versus some body armor. This is AR500 steel from AR500armor.com. It is level 3, which means it can stop up to a 308. And a 45-70 is not used in your average gunfight, so it's not really ever tested against body armor. But Demolition Ranch is not your average gun channel, so we're gonna test it. I have that steel plate set at a bit of an angle, just in case we do have any ricochets. They're gonna go that way and not this way because we're shooting some kind of weird rounds. First up is going to be the light hollow point, and it really should not do much damage at all because it's pretty soft. Next is the lightweight jacketed soft point, then the heavier jacketed soft point, and last but not least, we have our Extreme Penetrator round, which I assume will do the most damage out of any of them. And I'm sure I'm gonna have to go set it up every time because this is probably gonna knock over the plate after one shot. So let's get her done. So a solid hit right there, and you can see this thing was at a bit of an angle because it came in right there but bulged it over here, and no swelling on the back at all. It had a little more punch to it. Cool. So that one totally came in here and then tore up all the rubber coating that was on it, but did not dent it at all. No dent on the back. Went in right there. No swelling on the back at all. Y'all ready for this? Killed it. Here's our hit right here. And that one actually dented it. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see this. Actually, you can see some brass right here. It separated the rubber all the way under. That's where our bullet went in. And there's brass coming out right there. So let me peel off this. We'll take a look, see what we can see in there. So here's what we're working with. All these chunks of brass where that thing just shattered. And there is a really good dent right there. And I know you guys probably aren't gonna be able to see it, but you can actually see the little cross pattern right there. Crazy. So that was the only one of the 4 that made a big dent. Safe to say it was not even close to getting through. Helping us out on the channel is audible.com. They have audiobooks, over 180,000 titles. I just read one called Ride the Wind by Lucia St. Clair Robson. It's a story about a 9-year-old girl who was kidnapped by Comanche Indians, and they ended up raising her as one of their own. She learned all their ways. She married a Comanche. Really cool story. I definitely recommend it. And if you use my code right here, it goes to help support Demolition Ranch, and you get a free 30-day trial to Audible, and you can read that book or any other books. And by read, I mean they read it to you, which is awesome. Also, thanks to AR500armor.com for keeping us well protected on the channel. And I'm very relieved now that I've done this video, because I always wondered, when walking through the woods, you know, when you're scared and you don't know what you're gonna come up on, and you walk up on 4 T-Rexes, what would I do? Now I know exactly what I'd do. I'd extreme penetrate them. Contact! That's a great idea. What about the quad hawk? No, don't move, don't move. Bobby?